Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BizzTalk Africa. I'm your host, Jason Schuster, and I am here with Francis Uzor. Francis is, this is actually, let me back up. This is a very special episode of BizzTalk Africa in that this is our very first show with our very first winner of the startup show, which we started a little over a month ago. And Francis was the winner of that first show that we did. And if you haven't seen that show, go back and take a look at it. It's in our YouTube channel. But it was fantastic. Francis did an excellent 2-minute pitch, as well as a Q&A afterwards with Vidya Mike and a mentor. And Francis killed it. He did awesome, and he won that show. And so as part of that, we are giving an entire show dedicated to him and his business. So Francis, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm located here in Austin, Texas, and it is cold today. It's only about 8 degrees Celsius here, so it's pretty chilly. So it's warmer where you are, Francis.
It's warmer here in Nigeria. It's warmer
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah. I believe it. Well, Francis, let's do this. I would like to take the first couple minutes of the show. I would love if you could tell the audience about you, yourself, and kind of your journey to where you are today.
All right. My name is Francis Uzor. As you all know, my journey into entrepreneurship started quite a long time ago. The first business I registered, I was in my 3rd year in school when I did that registration before it metamorphosed into what we have today. I studied computer science in the prestigious Institute of Management and Technology in Enugu State, Nigeria. And that's my first degree in computer science. And I've been an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur for a long time, until the idea of Wysiw came into being. I've been a teacher. I've taught so many courses in programming, web development, and all whatnot before venturing into developing school management applications with my team. So that is a brief. I'm also a public speaker. I speak in conferences and programs in universities, in conferences, in polytechnics, in various programs. I've had several engagements with upcoming entrepreneurs and young people like myself. So I do a lot of public speaking, I do a lot of programming, I do a lot of website development, and these are the major things I do for now.
Beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate that, Francis. And what led you to starting Wysiw?
Well, Wysiw technology is a brainchild of my several years of passion with my friends. We are actually 3 founders or co-founders, myself, Johnson, and Peter. We were actually in the same department of computer science in school. And so by the time we graduated from school, before we graduated, we had represented our school in a software competition. The 3 of us and a few others, we belong to what we call the software team of the department. And so we represented our school in a software competition that was held at a university in the Southeast. And we came tops, we came first in that competition, software competition, where we deployed a software that will help in managing HIV/AIDS as at 2009, by the time we were still in school. So by the time we graduated, all of us went our separate ways. Everybody went to look for what he's going to do, look for a better future. But sometime later, we just discovered that since we shared the same passion, why don't we set up a company and look for a particular problem and solve? Before now, we were doing general software development. And then we told ourselves, why don't we look at a problem and build a solution for it? And that was what led to Wysiw technology. We looked at the education system and we decided to build a comprehensive online learning management system, not just a learning management system, but a comprehensive school management platform that will solve virtually most of the problems that schools would ever have. That is how, or that was how Wysiw came to be, with myself and my co-founders, and that is what we have it to be today.
I love it. I love it. So these were people from school that you'd done some projects together in the past, and then later on came together to build something amazing. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Well,
Exactly.
then moving on. Then tell me more about Wysiw. So you said that it's a learning platform, but give me a little bit more detail about the platform, but also about the company and kind of some of the things that you're doing right now.
All right. Okay. Let's just say Wysiw Technology is the company name, involved in software development and the rest of them. But this particular solution or product, we call it the digital school. We call it the digital school. Wysiw is the parent company, just like you have Microsoft that has the product called Windows or Windows operating system. So Wysiw is the company and digital school. So I'm going to be giving you a brief about the digital school. Or before I talk about digital school, let's just say Wysiw was incorporated as a limited liability company in 2018, in June 2018. And since then, we've been able to build this software, and we've had over 100 schools currently using this platform. And then what did we do? We discovered three major problems. Inability of pupils to be able to, or students to be able to learn from the comfort of their homes in Nigeria. It's a problem. Errors in assessment, lack of interactivity in learning. And so these were the three major problems we discovered, and we decided to build a comprehensive platform for schools. And then what did we do? We came up and we said, okay, let's build a platform that will offer remote learning. Of course, we all know what happened in 2020 during the coronavirus pandemic. Over 40 million Nigerian students were forced to sit at home with little or nothing that was able to help them learn. So we built that platform in 2018, and schools that were on that platform, they never had to suffer what other students suffered. Ability to learn remotely, computer-based training or testing, an e-library, automated result processing, academic games. Schools were also helped to manage their finance electronically. Teachers and students were able to get their lesson notes as at when due online, automated timetable planner, virtual classes, virtual interactive classes, automated transcript generation, communication, chat between students and teachers, live chat between students and teachers, and all whatnot. We also have what we call a virtual science practical simulation for those offering physics and chemistry. We have over almost 100 practicals that are there for students to be able to use it. It's an interactive practical session. So we basically looked at the education system and said, let's solve virtually all the problems, ranging from prospective students registration to e-learning, to e-library, course registration, result computation, transcript generation, remote access, and so on and so forth.
Wow.
So that's a little about the software.
That's fantastic. And you've been doing this since you started the project in 2018, or do you started the project a little bit before that?
Yes, we started the project a little bit before 2018, but when young graduates just come out and they just wanted to try their hands on one or two things. So we started far back as 2013.
Wow.
In 2013, we were using the company I registered while I was in school. The
Okay.
company was not a limited liability company, it was just a business name. So we're using that business name, we're just getting clients. But by 2018, we were able to stabilize the software and we decided to launch the company called Wysiw Technology. Previously, we were known to be Wisdom Computer Technology, but in 2018, we registered a limited liability company and we incorporated it in the month of June. So that is the journey so far.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll,
Now, oh, go ahead, Francis.
I'll
Continue.
say I'll say the year 2013 to 2018 was I could call it a trial period, you know. But by 2018, we were sure of the direction we were going, and we incorporated and went full scale.
Amazing, amazing. So
Yeah.
this is again what I find interesting about this project is that you've been at it for quite some time. So unlike some startups that that companies that call themselves startups that maybe have 6 months of development or a year and a half of development. I mean, you guys have years. You guys are coming up on a decade almost of
That's true.
experience and development and product building. That's amazing. So it definitely puts
Exactly.
you on a different plane than similar competitors. And you were working on this solution long before the pandemic. So I have to imagine that you were perfectly positioned to help a lot of people when the pandemic hit in
Ex-
2020.
Exactly. Exactly. Many of our client schools, they were so happy. I would have loved to show you some of the testimonials. Many of them used it for their learning platform. Many of them used it to take their examinations. Their students were sitting at home during the pandemic and they were writing exams on the school's platform that we deployed for them. They were learning, they were having live lectures, recorded lectures. I mean, the schools, after the pandemic, we had a lot of them giving referral to other schools to join our platform, and many of them have been joining.
Wow, amazing. Now, how many schools are working with you guys right now?
So far, so good. I would say we are chasing 150. By the end of this academic session, we should be chasing 150 schools.
Wow. Now, and
Yes.
are these primarily colleges, or is it kind of a mix of high
It's a
school,
mix
college?
up. It's a mix up of from the cradle, crèche, kindergarten,
Wow,
junior secondary, senior secondary, just like that. Yes.
wow,
It
that's
was
very
built to
interesting.
accommodate from the cradle. Yes. We have schools that are even using it for language development classes. Language development classes are children who are still within the age of 0 to 2 that are still trying to develop themselves in speech. So they use it also for them. So it's from the cradle to the highest level of education.
That's amazing. Now, are you
Yeah.
seeing most of your traction in Nigeria, or are you also expanding outside?
Most of our attractions are in Nigeria, because of we started out in Nigeria. We started out in the city of Enugu, because that was the city where we schooled. We started there, and eventually we had to move to the commercial. We had to open another office in the commercial center of Lagos State. So we still have our office there in Enugu, covering the southeastern part of Nigeria, and then we also have an office here. We also have some representatives in other states of Nigeria, like the Southwest, River State, and some other states in Nigeria, Ogun State here, just outside Lagos. So we are basically looking at possibilities of moving. We are also trying to get independent salespeople or independent partners that will help us, sell this software, and we discuss business with them and payment on commission basis so that they can work as independent salespeople while we focus and concentrate on product development. So one of our partners have been able to get a few schools outside Nigeria, but then we are also constrained financially with the way we really want to move and skyrocket just like that. So, but we are pushing gradually. But most of our traction are here in Nigeria. Nigeria is over 200 million. We have not even scratched Nigeria. But then we know we have a global vision. It's not just going to end in Nigeria. It's going to eventually go outside Nigeria if we have the right support and the system.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's. I think that for folks that aren't in Nigeria, it's easy to forget how big Nigeria is. I mean, Nigeria has
That's true.
almost as many people as the whole United States. So that is
That's
actually
true.
a really big market.
It's a market. Yeah, it's a big market.
It's a
We've not
big market.
scratched. In Lagos alone, there are over 18,000 schools, both private schools and government schools. So,
Wow.
but then market penetration is what we are basically trying to do right now.
Got it. Now you mentioned public and private. Are you seeing the most success with public schools or private schools?
We are seeing the most success with private schools because public schools are managed by the government, and there is a lot of bureaucracy in the Nigerian government. We had submitted proposals in a few government schools, but then the bureaucracy is just too much. And we decided to focus for now on the private schools, where if you talk to the school administrator and the school management team, once they see your software and you go and do a demo for them, they just quickly adopt your solution. But the government schools, we're still hoping to penetrate more of government schools. But for now, due to the bureaucracy, most of our successes have been with the private sector.
Wow. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that bureaucracy is a common theme that we see here on BizzTalk Africa as we interview
That's
entrepreneurs,
true.
and it's definitely a challenge for entrepreneurs that are trying to penetrate markets,
So much,
especially in
so
education,
much.
especially in education.
Exactly.
Okay, so then let me. I've got a few of the things that I want to really talk about, but some of it I want to kind of save for the end. But my next question is, aside from market penetration, what is the biggest goal that Wysiw Technology has over the next 18 months?
Wow. Over the next 18 months, we want to target about 300 to 500 schools.
Okay.
We want to target, that's our target, because we have already put, maybe this is not the time to talk about what we are doing to achieve that, but we are already putting certain things in order to see if between now and 18 months, if we could get targets of 350, 450, 500 schools, and then in the next 5 years, we are looking at 950 to 1,000 schools. This is our target in the next 18 months and in the next 5 years, hopefully.
Wow. Now, what and without going into into a detailed plan of how you'll achieve that, what would you say is the biggest thing that you need to accomplish that goal? Again, not too detailed, but what would you say is the biggest thing missing?
Let's just say one of the biggest things, we could say finance to drive our projections, because most of the things we are going to do, for example, having offices in various regions that will engage our independent salespeople and our marketers. We need offices where people could come for training and demos. So finance could be, I could say, is one of the biggest challenge. I think that's one of the biggest challenge. Other challenges include, the orientation of people down here in this part of the world. We still have this challenge of technology acceptability, because a lot of areas in Nigeria are still a bit rural, and so internet has been a challenge, though we are still working on that. Many of them will tell you, we don't have money to buy data, this and that. It's a challenge, but we're trying to see what we could do with our partnership with MTN. So these are the two major things. One, finance. Two is technology acceptability, adaptation, and then data. Data in Nigeria has always been a challenge for us.
Okay. Very, very interesting. So you mentioned something that I do want to expand on, and that's finance. So up until this point, are you guys 100% bootstrapped?
Exactly. We've never had any funding anywhere.
Whoa.
We've
Wow.
never had
Okay.
funding.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
honestly amazing, Francis. You've accomplished
Yeah.
a lot with no
Yes.
funding. Wow. So,
We've
gosh,
never
that's
had funding from anywhere.
almost 10 years now.
Some
Wow.
time ago, let me just tell you, some time ago, the federal government of Nigeria in 2017 or 18 thereabouts, they organized a program they called Youve. Previous administration, the former president of this country, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, started that program where entrepreneurs will be invited to pitch their products, and after the pitch, the government will give them 10 million. So in 2017, we qualified for that pitch. We pitched our product, submitted everything, and we came tops in the southeastern region. We were expecting to be supported or financed by the government. The only thing the government did was to train us and sent us away. The present administration did not finance that. Even though we came tops, we won, we were not given any finance. That was the time we came close to having been financed, but we were not lucky enough to get the funding. We only got the training, which I'm still grateful to the government of Nigeria for training us on entrepreneurship and how to manage our business. I'm still grateful for that, even though we
Absolutely.
didn't get the funding. Yeah,
That's okay. Yeah, the training can still be a big impact, but yeah, that I'm sure that was
that's true.
disappointing. I'm sure that was disappointing though to think
Very,
that there was
very.
funding coming, but it didn't. So
We didn't.
I would say there's a
Yeah,
lot of entrepreneurs that have been in a similar situation. So you're not
that's
alone.
true.
You're not alone.
Yeah,
Myself included.
we're
Okay,
not giving up.
that's right. Don't give up. So let's expand on this a little bit right now. Is financing something that you're actively looking for right now?
I'll say yes. I'll say yes. We've been trying to submit our pitch deck to various independent organizations and funding organizations, and hoping that one of these days we'll be called up to pitch. And we believe that if any of them do call us up, we'll always be ready to pitch our product. And also, we've submitted various applications for funding. We have also submitted pitch decks. We submitted on there is one that was organized by the United Nations or something like that. There is one that was organized by African Business Heroes. We've been trying to effectively get funding because we know it's going to be a very great catalyst with the kind of expansion we want to have.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's good. That those are the kinds of things that you need to do, and I'm hoping that some exposure here on the startup show or on BizzTalk will help that a little bit. So
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
With that being said, are you focusing on funding from Nigeria, or have you really gone outside of Nigeria for looking for funding partners? So kind of what's been your approach?
Like I said, we've tried both locally here in Nigeria and also foreign online. We've
Okay.
submitted so many for international organizations too. So we're not just limiting ourselves to funding sources in Nigeria. We're also looking outside Nigeria.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So then let's this is kind of like, let's say the last 5 minutes or so, aside from getting more customers, what are some really exciting things that you're hoping to accomplish with the product in the next few years? Are there some other verticals that you're hoping to go into, some new features? What could you expand on that maybe?
All right. we have quite a number of things we want to, integrate on this platform. Our mobile app is, we've launched our mobile app before, but after a series of testing, we withdrew it from the Google Play Store because we had to review the mobile app, and we've reviewed it, and very soon it will be launched because there were so many things we had to add to the mobile app to make it very much more optimized. And I'll be happy in the next few weeks. We hope to see the mobile app back again. It will make the users enjoy a better experience compared to when they are having access on the browser. Also, we want to see this kind of interactive lectures being made easy, and another thing we'd love to see if our partnership with MTN comes to light. They've given us a lot of conditions before they, because what we want to do to solve the problem of data, many of schools in this area, they'll tell you, oh, we don't have internet, we don't have data, we can't buy data. Data is expensive in Nigeria. So one of the things we want to do is to get MTN and get our company pay for the data in one way or the other in such a way that if schools are accessing the website, they will access the website at our own cost. So it will be free. So when we are going to sell the product to them, the moment they complain of data, we'll tell them no, accessing this website or usage of this portal is absolutely free. So that will help us in market penetration. We would like to see that partnership come to light. We are basically getting to the point where most of the documents they have asked us to prepare, we are getting them ready. And we believe that before the end of this year, it will be fully implemented, hopefully.
That's amazing.
So these are the things we hope to see come to pass. If we can solve the problem of data for our users, it will be easy to penetrate them and get them joined.
Perfect. Now, last question before we kind of move into closing thoughts. If there's any educators out there that are watching this right now, or any school administrators that want to get in touch with you, what is the best way to get in touch with you, and what does kind of that process look like of becoming a customer?
All right. Getting in touch with us, all you need to do is to visit our website. We have the company's website, which is wysiw.com. We also have a special website for the product, digital school, www.digitalschool.com.ng, www.digitalschool.com.ng. If you visit the website, you're going to see everything about the product. We also have a demo login page where you can log in and view demo. We have the student demo login. We have the staff demo login. You can view the demo login and look at all the features. If it suits you, then you can contact us from that page. We have a contact page there. Our contacts are also there. So everything you would want to know is on digitalschool.com.ng.
Beautiful. I love it. Very, very simple, very easy. Everybody heard it here. Francis, we're almost out of time. What are the closing thoughts? What would you like to leave the audience with?
All right. My audience will be made up of various categories of people, both young entrepreneurs, maybe educators, and so on. I would want to tell them never to give up. Never to give up in whatever you believe in. And when we started, so many schools never believed we'll go this far. So many people don't even believe that companies or startups in Nigeria can go far like this. So many people even in Nigeria don't believe that there is partnership that can stay long. I want to thank my friends, my colleagues, my partners, and my co-founders. We've known each other since 2005 when we got admission. Until today, we've been working together without problems. I want to tell you, if you have a vision and you have the right team, you will go places. So get a vision, get the right team, and you'll see yourself going places. So special kudos to them. I want to thank them, especially Johnson and Peter. They've been wonderful. They've been wonderful as co-founders, colleagues, partners, and so on. They've been wonderful.
Beautiful. Francis, thank you so much for that. And that is the truth. Where are we without those that support us and our team members and our co-founders? Beautiful.
Sure.
I love it.
Thank
Francis,
you.
this has been a fantastic show. I loved learning more about your product, about your company, and it's very exciting. I can see that you guys are going to go places, and I'm so
Thank
glad
you.
that I got a chance to host you here on the show today. And
Thank
to
you.
our
Same
audience,
here.
get in touch with Francis. He's open. Go talk to him. Learn more. Get involved. And Francis, thank you for being here. And
Thank you so
congratulations
much.
again for winning the startup show. And I'm sure
Thank
that
you.
we'll be in touch. And I look forward to seeing where things go with WYSIHub and yourself.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you and your entire team. My regards to Vidya, who was not able to make it. Thank you, Deck, for following up. Thank you, Jason, for this wonderful show. We say you stay long, you live long to see the future of WYSIHub technology.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And also to our audience, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Take care.